Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday or Friday Eve, as we like to call it. I'm here with my little beggar Jack. He's still got one more to go here. Let's see who we got hanging out with us today on this Thursday morning. We have Mr. Troy Pritchard. Good morning, he says. Coffee's ready. Good deal. Good morning, Troy. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? Mr. Dennis Nolan is in the house. Good morning, Dennis. Marcello is here. Good morning. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. We got a good start on them over there. Steve Gorosky says, good morning from Mustang, Oklahoma. 81 already. Looking at another hot one. Yeah. It's been, the last 3 or 4 days, you couldn't even tell them apart. They were all hot, sticky, builds up heat, and then in the afternoon we get a little thunder boomer. It's been that way for the last 3 days, so. And it looks like it's going to be that again today. Wilson Rubottom's here. Good morning, Wilson. Larry Galt. Yeah. How you doing, Larry? Gary Hammett's here. Good morning. Bart Bixel's hanging out over on Facebook today. How you doing, Bart? There's my favorite solar man right there, Mr. Ryan Ballard. Good morning, Ryan. Kevin Els. Good morning, sir. Clyde CNC is here. Good morning, Clyde. Thomas Grimm says, morning all, about a half inch of rain. Good morning, Thomas. And good morning, Darren Birds. Hope y'all are doing well this morning. It's, let me go ahead and get rid of this last one here so he'll shut up. He's a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. I was sitting out here yesterday, turning on the lathe and trying to do it before it gets really super hot. And I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Of course, I'm wearing my face shield and all that stuff, all that PPE stuff. And I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I look, and there's a bird has flown in here and landing right on my table saw right next to me there. So ain't no telling what comes in here while I got the door swung wide open and I'm not out here. But hopefully nothing too scary. I always worry about a snake crawling up in here while I got the door open. But since I got the porch, they'd have to crawl up that. So I guess it's a little better maybe. Mr. Brian Gidney's here. How you doing, Brian? Hope you're doing well. Clyde says, rained a lot here last night. Yeah, we get them right about the same time, right about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. And it's weird because right immediately following the rain, you walk outside and you're like, man, it's really cool. And then you wait 5 minutes and it's like, holy cow, it's so sticky you can't stand it out there. So needless to say, my stuff is still in the back of the truck. Because, about time I think about, when it gets that part of the driveway in the shade, and I think about going out there and starting to take that stuff apart to get it out of the truck piece by piece. Then's when it rains. So what was that, Jack? I don't have any more cookies, buddy. I don't know what you looking at, but heck, They're all gone. You miscounted. They were all gone, buddy. Let's see if I can do a Jack Cam. This one. Yep, there he is right here. Mr. Beggar. Mr. Beggar right here. He is a good boy, though. No complaints. No complaints at all. I watched a little of the, well, I say news, mostly weather. Let me see what I can look up here. Because I really wasn't following it that close. Let's see if I can put in something here. Find some. Yeah, pops right up. Good old Google. I was looking for. I don't know which one of these to click on. Let's try this one. From the National Hurricane Center in the Central Pacific Hurricane Center. All right, let's see. 8 a.m. Thursday. Okay, so it looks like it's going to skirt the coast of Cuba and then start hanging, doing a little dog leg left. And it looks like it's at 2 p.m. Saturday. It looks like it's going to be right on the southwest tip of Florida. And at 2 a.m. Sunday, the map I'm looking at doesn't have any cities or anything on it, but I'm thinking that's where Tampa St. Pete is. And it's basically looks like it's skirting the coast, western Gulf Coast of Florida there. So anybody down there better be careful. And then, of course, as they're showing the thing, of course, this is all subject to change. They're showing a big area that covers pretty much all of Alabama and Georgia for 2 a.m. Tuesday. So we'll see. Probably get a bunch of rain. Let's see, the cone contains the probable path of the storm center, but does not show the size of the storm. Yeah, they're not. And I don't even know what it is right now. But I'm kind of surprised because it seems like, there's so many other news stories going on that they'd rather tell you about. I hadn't really heard that much. It's just like they kind of just, oh yeah, and then Fred's down in the thing. And then they don't say much. So we will see. Leo Steger's here. Good morning, Leo. Good to see you. Since we have a pretty good crowd of CNC folks in the chat this morning, I did set up the live stream for the I guess I'll call it a Gatton CNC live, but it's where we'll be doing showing the demo board and doing a Q&A to try to help people with some what I call basic wiring. I mean, it's the wiring to control your machine, but I call it basic because to me it's what I use is the simplest thing. I like keeping things simple. You have less problems, less things to troubleshoot if you keep it simple. And if you use things that a lot of other people, components and stuff that a lot of other people are using, you can always get your questions answered. if you go for one of those proprietary type setups, that then you got to find somebody that's using that same setup, and it's usually more difficult. Yeah, Jack's all calmed down. You'll go sit right in front of the fan over there. You can't make Saturday. Okay. Attendance is not mandatory, It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick a time, a day and a time when, that's convenient for everybody. You're just not going to do it. But my favorite solar man here, yeah, I guess he's still on there. He graciously agreed to come on the stream with me to help me watch the chat. Keep everybody in line and stuff. And I told him, I said, well, I'm pretty flexible, so whatever time works for you. So we're going to do it at 9 p.m. That's, a little later than I usually do stuff, but that's only 6 p.m. on the left coast. So it should give pretty much the most people an opportunity to watch it live. And of course, you can always watch it recorded after the fact. It's just, you can't ask any of those live questions and stuff like that when you're not watching it live. But if you have to watch it on the replay and you have a question, maybe somebody that was watching it live will ask the same question you had. But anyway, I don't know how long we'll go as far as time-wise, but we'll just play it by ear. First we'll see if anybody shows up. So there's always that, may get on there and find out there's nobody there watching. And then we'll see what kind of questions we get and stuff. And Ryan's a good guy to have on there because, if any questions come up about the Raspberry Pi thing, he can probably take care of those. Clyde says, I'll have to pop in on my phone. All right. Wild Bill Larson's here this morning. How you doing, Bill? Hope everything is hunky-dory in Plainfield. I trust that it is. Seems like I had something else. I have so many things, like I said, I absolutely do zero preparation for this coffee session, other than make my coffee and get the milk bone things. That's it. But when I'm watching the news or the weather or whatever, I always think of things like, I mentioned that on coffee sessions. And then if I don't write it down, I know what it was. And it really kind of surprised me. Let me see if I can find something here on the Google thing about that. Instead of just giving you some, it's going to be. All right, they're saying, and I know this is probably weighing heavy on everybody's mind, but and I don't even know what network it is. Anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway, Jeopardy. Jeopardy has announced Mike Richards. I don't even know who that is. And I don't know how you pronounce her name. Mayim Bailik. I don't know how you say her name. The gal, the nerdy gal on Big Bang Theory, which I'm not a fan of her as a Jeopardy host because I tried to watch it and I'm like, nah. And I'm just kind of disappointed. I'm sure they probably picked her, because they didn't narrow it down to one. They just picked two, and I'm sure that's because I thought, well, we got to get a guy and a girl, make it fair. So they picked two of them. But Ken Jennings, man, he deserved it more than anybody, I thought, and he would have definitely been my pick. I'm not a big Jeopardy watcher, but since they were doing the I don't know what you call it, the little trial runs with these guest hosts after Alex Trebek died. I mean, let's face it, you can't really replace Alex Trebek. But anyway, I was a big fan of Ken Jennings because I remember watching when he was on his string in Guys Smart as a Whip, and I think he deserved it more than any of them. But they didn't ask me, so, so I didn't get my ballot in the mail. Did y'all? I didn't get one. Bill says, I'm doing well, thank you. 13 pounds lighter. Congratulations. That's awesome. What kind of thing you doing? Are you exercising or are you trying to eat better or both? I get on the scale pretty much every morning, either right before I get in the shower or right after. That way I don't have any extra weight. I don't want anything extra on there. And I was under 170 pounds. I was like 169.8 or something. Which I haven't been down in that territory in a long time. So let's see here. Did I miss somebody? Oh yeah, Jim Suncola snuck in here. Rain, rain, rain. Yeah. Rain just means more shop time because it ain't raining in the shop, Jim. Dave for president. I don't think so. Washington, D.C. is the last place this guy wants to go. Unless I could probably do it virtually. This could be the Oval Office. Probably could do about as good a job as what's in there now, I think. Mr. Schuster snuck in here. Good morning, Rob. Uh-oh. Somebody's bothering my boy out there. What is it, Jack? What is it? Who is bothering you? You tell him to get out of our yard. Come on. Good boy. I'm sure it's probably a squirrel or maybe a chipmunk thing. We have quite a few of those. Although I haven't seen as many lately. I don't know where they've gone. But the squirrels sometimes just taunt my buddy right here. They come down and get on the ground and hop around and stuff and just dare him to come down off that deck and get him. And then every time he does, they climb up a tree. Jack just don't know what to, because they always, how they do. They jump on the tree and then they go around to the back side and Jack will just run right by that tree like, where the heck did he go? I know it. I know. I'll tell you. Let's see if I can get another shot here. It'll probably move. This right here. This is a good dog right here. Everybody should get him a dog like that. Way, way better than people's. Let's see. Doc Whitaker's in the house. Good morning, Doc. How you doing? Need to keep Terry's family in our thoughts and prayers. They're having a rough go with things. So, if you would keep his family in your thoughts and prayers. Jim says, "Are you going to the CNC picnic this coming Saturday?" They got something going on up there in Michigan, Jim. All right, here's Bill's weight loss plan here. He says, I only eat raw vegetables, celery with peanut butter. That's good. And occasional steak. I do one sit up every day. The first half's when I get up in the morning, the second half's when I lay down at night. Yeah, well, it still counts as one, right? Well, good deal. Glad it's working for you. Much better than the weight loss plan I used. I don't recommend that one at all. Let's see here. We're doing on time. Got a few minutes left. Stupid. Yeah, 7 minutes. All right, what do you want to talk about for the next 7 minutes? We covered Hurricane Fred. Covered the Jeopardy stuff. Losing weight is not for the faint of heart. Yeah. It's amazing how easy it is to gain weight, but it's just really tough to get it to come back off. Or when you start, sometimes a lot of people when they start on that diet or exercise or both, they'll lose a couple of 5 pounds or something and they get excited and stuff, but then they get frustrated because it really slows down after that. You get that first few off and the rest of it's a lot tougher to come off. And I don't really have any answer for how I'm able to hang around the weight that I'm at. I think it's probably because the medicine that I'm on makes you have to go to the bathroom all the time. I mean, it's ridiculous how many trips to the bathroom I make each day. Plus, I drink a lot of water. Water is pretty much my my go-to. Even now coffee, but that's technically water, right? With some stuff in it. But I have my 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and then the whole rest of the day, that's it. It's water. I quit, and I used to go when I go to Publix. I used to go to the one of the first aisles. You go there, and I'd always grab like 2 or 3 gallons of Publix sweet tea. Because we're in the South here, we love sweet tea. But I haven't had any sweet tea. Well, I won't say I haven't had any because I have if I go out to eat. No alcohol. Haven't had any alcohol, which I don't even miss that because a lot of times I come in from cutting grass or something and I'm all hot and sweaty and I'm like, yeah, let me get a good cold beer, and you pop the top. I drink maybe half of it. That's about all I want. But yeah, drink lots of water and pee a lot. That's that's pretty much how I roll. Let's see. Ray says, "Good morning. Sent you a picture messenger." Would that be Facebook Messenger? Let's see what Mr. Ray has sent. Or did you send it text? Let's see. Let's see. I don't see it because I've got Facebook open on this thing. Let's see if I see it here. Or maybe you weren't even talking to me. That could be because I don't. If you send it to me, Ray, I don't see anything. I don't see nothing on Facebook Messenger or the text message. Bill says water and coffee and occasional diet Snapple. I don't know that I've ever had a Snapple. Jim Sinicola says, got my first tomatoes coming in. Congratulations. That's a touchy subject with me because I've spent so much time and trouble and money trying to get a single tomato, and I have not got squat. And I know it's not my tomato plants that, because I did a bunch of seedlings because after the heart attack, when I knew I couldn't put them all in the ground, I gave some to my buddy Jim's wife, and she's getting tomatoes. In fact, they bring me tomatoes. I had a couple of tomato sandwiches the other day, but it's not from my tomatoes. All I got is big old stalks growing out there, not a bloom on them anywhere. So just really frustrated. But I'll try to do things differently next year. Just put them in a pot and put them out front where they get more sun. All right, Ray says, yes, a new wood tool. Well, did you send it Facebook Messenger or text message? Because I think you're in my phone. Because I'm not seeing it unless if you send it text message, it may take me a while to get it because I don't get good stuff out here in this metal building because I don't have my Wi-Fi connected because I'm using the hardwire going to the computer. But I'll check it out. If you send it text message, I'll probably get it as soon as I walk out the door because then I pick up the router signal better from the house. Bill says, I'm able to wear shirts I haven't worn in a long time. Yeah, aren't you glad you didn't throw them away? I'm right now, as I said, I'm wearing a pair of Levi's, and I haven't worn Levi's in years because I've been, I'm always plugging the All American Clothing Company there in Ohio. I've been wearing their jeans and T-shirts and stuff for probably the last, 10 years or so. But there's a pair of Levi's that are 34 waist. And I hadn't fit into them in years, but now I can easily fit into them. In fact, I had to wash some blue jeans the other day because, I've got lots of blue jeans, but I look too silly in some of them. So now I'm down to about 3 or 4 pair that I can wear, and that's it. So I have to wash them more often. All right, that was my time. Y'all probably might not have heard it, but that's Clyde says water a lot. Yeah, well, we've got plenty of rain, and I've got the hose, because my stuff's up on the deck in that thing. Now you can hear they're mowing the ball field over there. But yeah, I pulled the garden hose up there on the deck and just left it tied up there so I wouldn't have to drag it up there all the time. But yeah, they've got plenty of water. But I don't know what happened to them. The plants themselves grew like weeds, but no blooms. So apparently they didn't get pollinated or something. All right, Bill says neighbors still won't let me wear my speedos. That's probably a good thing, Bill. Just saying. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Hope y'all have a good Thursday. Tomorrow, come on back, get your coffee. Let's see. Tomorrow's going to be. Oh, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Ooh. So yeah, Friday the 13th. Well, we will be here for number 367, and see if we can get the weekend kicked off. So everybody have a good Thursday. We'll see y'all. Take care.